More developments concerning Seth-Rich. Everything we thought we knew is wrong. It's a major PsyOp conducted by, this is concerning the death, the murder of Seth-Rich. PsyOps conducted by Israel. State of the Nation editor's note. There's no question that there were many major stakeholders who were deeply concerned about the final outcome of the 2016 United States presidential election. This is exactly why there are those parties who are still trying mightily up to the present day to overturn the Trump victory. Because of the late date that humanity has with destiny, it's absolutely true that the modern state of Israel played a huge part in determining the election outcome. Israel will simply not let the US presidency be occupied by an unfriendly party, remember Obama. Herein lies the hidden backstory to the quote-unquote alleged murder and supposed death of Seth-Rich. State of the Nation fully admits that we got drawn into the whole drama. Who did not want to see Hillary Clinton lose big time? And the murder, quote-unquote, of Seth-Rich may have played a critical part in her historic loss. Therefore, the true purpose behind the quote-unquote killing of Seth-Rich must be explored and correctly understood if the nation is to comprehend where it is now going, or should we say being taken to, being led to. State of the Nation recently received an email containing a Google search that was quite telling in this regard as follows. Search Yahoo, tightrope, Seth-Rich was trained in Israel type, TR-77. Shortly afterwards, an anonymous submission was made to the State of the Nation editor, which dovetailed perfectly with the above Google result. Anon whistleblower has delineated the purposeful conspiracy which was undertaken to make the U.S. electorate believe that Hillary Clinton, John Podesta, and the DNC were directly behind the killing of Seth-Rich. What follows under the broken line here is the perceptive explanation presented by anonymous whistleblower, and now I'm going to read it for you. You guys at State of the Nation really got conned. By the way, so did the rest of the alternative media. Seth-Rich was a Mossad operative. Whether his family is certified Sayanim, we have to here go into the definition of the glossary. What is Sayanim? Sayanim is Israeli operatives in the U.S. So whether his family is certified Sayanim, all of his family that is, or whether he was a card-carrying agent is not really important. He spent plenty of time in Israel, even trained under the command of the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. Not only was he born into a Jewish family, but they encouraged him to spend some serious time in Israel, which he did. Here, post this vid on your site as penance of your getting scammed. And there's a link here, Seth-Rich's Israeli military experience, and we have a video there. It's about 8 minutes long. Seth-Rich's Israeli military experience, hoax, murdered, conspiracy. Now, going back to the article. The reason why he was killed at 4:20 a.m. is the same reason they carry out so many false flags at night. No one's around at that time. Duh. The Mossad controllers of this black op had the whole street locked down since Seth left the bar at 1:30 in the morning. None of the crime scene facts could be proven, except by the people planted around before and after who have spoken publicly. That includes your medical resident at Washington Hospital Center, who you quoted here. And that's the link saying, first-hand testimony from medical resident who attended to Seth-Rich at Washington Hospital Center just before he died. Do you now see how this whole PsyOp was set up? It's a total joke. On the Clintons, of course, and the DNC, and the Democratic Party. Talk about a skunk in their garden party right in D.C. The Mossad infiltrated their campaign with a Sayanim contractor, Seth-Rich, who's now probably living in a kibbutz somewhere in the Negev desert at a lockdown oasis community after having lots of plastic surgery. Look it. This op took Hillary right out of the race. The alternative right swallowed it, hook, line, and sinker, and did just that. They sunk her. One more murder was all they really needed on her rap sheet to motivate the borderline Trumpsters to get out and vote. The concerned Israeli think tanks knew the electoral calculus right down to the voting precinct level, so they knew every single vote for Trump mattered. State of the Nation usually gets these PsyOps and false flags and black ops down before anyone else, and yet you fell for this, obviously, fake testimony. There's another link here. Seth-Rich didn't even know he was shot, no pain. Eyewitness. Then how did he really die in the hospital? Okay, that's one thing we all have to look at. Here's a live leak video from someone who's done his homework. Why don't you guys do some more penance and post it on so the internet knows the truth? Seth-Rich murder hoax video. That's another link. Now the real question is, why did Israel sabotage Hillary? And why did Netanyahu guarantee a win for Trump? When you can answer those two, I'll come back for some more to State of the Nation. This is by Anon, whistleblower. June 21st, 2017. Okay, we've got some nice serious videos to look into now. I'll leave a link below for you for this on State of the Nation.